The Izanagi is a technique that has the power to alter one's destiny, allowing you to survive near-death experiences like it never happened. Once an eye executes this feat, it is lost forever. Born from the same pair of visual prowess, unlike the Izanami has the power to decide one's fate. The power to seal it, I presume, creating an unending loop of the same situation, of which an opponent must accept to find its own way out. These two techniques from the visual prowess slightly describes the unbreakable and the efficient talent. One has the power to change your fate and is lost for 60 seconds. The other has the power to seal your fate by adding 3 variables A, B, and C to the mix, and thus creating a never-ending loop of performing the same action until the player finally kills you. In the current state of Division 2, if your tank build doesn't have unbreakable or efficient, it's like having a Sharingan without unlocking the Mangekyo. That's the unfortunate reality when it comes to chess talents in the game, especially in PvP. Upfront damage is out the window and most people are looking for a second chance to fight, and for that reason they use these two talents. When you run into players in conflict or the dark zone, using these talents can make them unkillable at times. Unbreakable has the power to change a player's fate instantly by letting a player cheat death once in an encounter or every 60 seconds. This talent gives you 95% of your armor back if your armor breaks. In PvP, the talent gives you 50% but can be increased by using incoming repair mods, and the cooldown is 60 seconds. It is a passive talent, which means you don't have to do anything about it. It activates by itself as a last-second form of protection. It's a defensive mechanism for a lot of players. In PvE, Unbreakable is great as it gives you enough armor to get back into cover and use some armor kits. In PvP, however, it gives you a second chance to finish a fight or escape, but it also has its own shortcomings. Unbreakable is great if you are running a build with average damage, average armor, or high armor. Because the return is percentage based, if you have low armor, you are better utilizing that chest talent slot for a damage talent, because 50% of 726k armor is just 363k, and that can be melted by the player who just destroyed your full armor. On the other hand, 50% of 1.1 million with incoming repairs actually means something if you are involved in a 1v1 battle. The efficient talent, on the other hand, is even more powerful, but not without its own loophole and shortcomings as well. This talent has 2 benefits instead of 1, combining actions A, B, and C and overlaying it with A', B', and C'. You have the creation of an infinite loop when fighting players with efficient on. Ability A is in the talent's description that says using an armor kit has 50% chance to not consume it. Ability B is the second part of efficient that says it also increases specialization armor kit bonuses by 100%. Ability C is the combination of B and the firewall matrix, which recovers 200% armor and 200% health whenever you apply an armor kit. Doubling this means you will get 400% armor and 400% health recovered. This also means you will end up getting a bonus of 300% armor and health over the duration of 10 seconds. Efficient users will make use of all these 3 abilities, overlapping to create the A', B', and C' while just doing the same thing and creating this never-ending loop of armor and health regens. And like Unbreakable, it works well with builds that already have a high armor. It does have 2 loopholes, however, or 2 ways to counter this. The first one is that you can attack the player in the first second of them applying the medical kit. The second one is that you attack them 10 seconds after it's applied and be ready to burn their entire armor immediately. Make sure that an efficient user doesn't run away into cover, or you will have to repeat the same thing all over again till they finally kill you. And sometimes you might just want to wait 10 seconds or just run away yourself. The caveat here is that while Unbreakable might feel like fighting a whole new enemy, Efficient feels like fighting the Soul of Cinder in its second phase, but instead of just one of them, you can be unlucky and run into 4 of them, a Pestilence in one hand, Dynasty Holster, and a Bleed Hive. Even if you escape the status effect, taking down a group of efficient users is like clearing a raid boss. The relief is there, but at what cost? In this situation, another rogue agent can pop up behind you and just kill you immediately. This is why Efficient is the most powerful of the 2, especially when running with high armor. It is the best talent for outlasting your opponent, while Unbreakable is great for the second chances whenever you are in a 1v1 encounter. The danger in Efficient, as I said earlier, is that you need time to apply the medical kit, while the Unbreakable talent is instantaneous. Another benefit of having Unbreakable is that you can still run it with average armor and create an average DPS build, which is something that is great and can still shred enemies. But most Efficient users will mostly run with Pestilence and Eagle Bearer for the exotic bonuses, which will be a great replacement for the amount of damage that they've lost in their build. As it stands, Efficient is more powerful than Unbreakable, just in certain situations. I hope this helps you clarify some things, understanding what Efficient does, what Unbreakable does, how powerful they are, and how you can counter them as well. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.